Did you know, there's a theory suggesting that Spongebob is actually insane, and that all the characters in Bikini Bottom are just figments of his imagination. This theory points to SpongeBob's eccentric behavior, and suggests that he created the world of Bikini Bottom as a way to cope with his loneliness. Here are some evidences that proves this theory true. Number 1. SpongeBob's eccentric behavior. SpongeBob's behavior is characterized by his extreme enthusiasm, childlike innocence, and sometimes bizarre thought processes. The theory argues that his eccentricities go beyond what would be considered normal, suggesting a possible mental instability. For example, his unwavering positivity, even in challenging situations, could be seen as a coping mechanism for underlying psychological issues. Number 2. Lack of realism in Bikini Bottom. Bikini Bottom is a fantastical underwater city with talking sea creatures, underwater fires, and other surreal elements. Fans argue that these aspects may represent SpongeBob's desire for a more exciting and entertaining world. The unrealistic nature of Bikini Bottom could be a reflection of SpongeBob's attempt to escape from the mundane and lonely aspects of his real life. Number 3. Social isolation. SpongeBob is often depicted as having a limited social life outside of his interactions at the Krusty Krab. His intense focus on his job and his inability to understand social cues could be interpreted as signs of loneliness and a need for companionship. Creating the world of Bikini Bottom might be a way for SpongeBob to imagine a place where he has more friends and a more vibrant social life. Number 4. Inconsistencies in character aging. One notable aspect of the show is the lack of character aging. Despite the passage of time in the series, the characters do not visibly age. The theory argues that this could be a deliberate choice to maintain the consistency of SpongeBob's imagined world. In reality, people age and change, but in SpongeBob's imaginary world, everyone stays the same, to preserve a sense of stability and familiarity. Number 5. Episodes with minimal interaction. Some episodes feature SpongeBob in situations where he interacts very little with other characters. The theory suggests that these instances could represent moments when SpongeBob retreats into his own imagination, coping with loneliness by creating scenarios in which he doesn't need to rely on external interactions. Number 6. SpongeBob's hallucinations. In some episodes, SpongeBob experiences hallucinations or surreal sequences. For instance, the episode Pizza Delivery features a hallucination where SpongeBob and Squidward see a talking pizza. Fans argue that these hallucinations may be indicative of SpongeBob's mental state and his tendency to blur the lines between reality and imagination. Number 7. Unrealistic job stability. Despite his frequent mishaps and unconventional behavior at work, SpongeBob maintains his job at the Krusty Krab throughout the series. Fans suggest that this unrealistic job stability could be a reflection of SpongeBob's desire for a stable and predictable life, contrasting with the instability he may perceive in his real-world relationships. Number 8. Emotional extremes. SpongeBob often experiences extreme emotions, swinging between intense happiness and deep sadness. Fans argue that these emotional extremes may be a manifestation of underlying mental health issues, and the world of Bikini Bottom could serve as a way for SpongeBob to navigate and express these emotions in a controlled environment. Number 9. Inconsistencies in underwater logic. Bikini Bottom operates with a peculiar underwater logic that doesn't always adhere to real-world physics. Fans point to these inconsistencies as potential indications that SpongeBob's world is a construct of his imagination, allowing him to defy the constraints of reality as a form of escapism. Number 10. Lack of consequences. In many episodes, characters face seemingly catastrophic situations, but the consequences are often minimal or temporary. Fans argue that this lack of lasting consequences could be a reflection of SpongeBob's desire for a world where mistakes are easily rectified, providing a sense of control and comfort. To know more crazy theories, check out this video.